Hey, howdy everybody. This is my first time making one of these videos, so please bear with me. I've also just got Orcs Must Die on the PC. I've been normally doing the Xbox, so some of the footage you're going to see is a little sporadic as I'm trying to bring back my Counter-Strike skills once again and get used to the mouse and keyboard. But the reason I made this is because there's a lot of folks out there who have made some great videos on Orcs Must Die and explaining what I think is the best part of this game, which is going for high scores. This game has really got 5 unique games within it. The first time you play through, you just want to beat the map so you can get the new trap. Once you get through all of that, once you get through War Mage and complete it, then you want to go back and you want to 5 skull it. When you get your 5 skulls, then you got your skulls to upgrade your traps. After that, then going back, you want to try and high scoring, which is a completely different game. To 5 skull it is, in my opinion, it's crazy easier to 5 skull it because all you're trying to do is obliterate everything. When you're trying for high scoring, it's different because now you're trying to combo as much as you can per unit. So a lot different thinking comes in, whereas now you're not wanting to obliterate the orcs, you're wanting to hug on to them, hold on them, keep them alive until the last second, get as many combos on them, and then nuke them. So it's a completely different way of thinking, but is by far I feel is the best part. I want to thank a few people too, like Jared88, Fryedegg, and Zens, some folks out there, and Radio Kenny have made some great videos. I got some great discussion on the forums talking about this stuff. So that's why I got the PC version, so I can make some videos and try and share kind of some of the knowledge that I've accumulated in this game. A lot of this too is just a lot of research. I've done a lot of testing on the fork, and I'm gonna just kind of want to go from there. And this was all thanks to Jmoonies and his challenge that he created on the fork, which got all this started, this addiction for the high scores. And that Intellexion made a video explaining too kind of how combos worked, and it just kind of got the ball rolling. So again, this is just on War Mage, and mostly this is the first time on the PC. On the Xbox, on the first 18 maps I've tried to get high scores. I've got number 1 on 16 last I checked, but I have not really gotten into Nightmare. I've just barely touched Nightmare, and I'm going to get there. It's just I'm so addicted to trying to get number 1 on everything, because that's the fun of the game. It's not because I want to be the best. It's because, man, it drives me nuts trying to think of how other people could play this game so differently. There's a couple scores that frickin' Chiachuck has beat me by 130,000. I mean, that's nuts. What in the hell is he doing? So anyway, that's the addictive part of this game, is what I feel is the most brilliant part of this game. And so that's why I made this video. I hope it help other people out, especially those that are just getting the game, because the whole combo and then the point scoring part is really vague. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. I'm going to throw up a picture that from the forums that shows how the scoring works, and then we'll talk a little bit in there, and then we'll get to some gameplay stuff. And I'll pretty much show everything I know. Again, this isn't stone. I don't know for sure. This is everything I think is what's going on, but by no means I am a pro or know anything about it. So alright, just bear with me and I'll try and put this together. Again, all of this video I made on the first playthrough. It's going to be weak editing. I'm just trying to get something out there. I'm not going for any kind of video editing degree. So anyway, alright, appreciate it. See you. Alrighty, I decided just to leave the picture of the combos up there for 5 seconds. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm too tired to try and figure out how to add sound to a picture file in Movie Maker. I'll learn that later. But anyway, so let's just talk a little bit about what was on that list. You can go back and look at it if you need to. But the big thing about the combos is the points. I mean, the big thing about the points is the combos. I don't care about the combat kills. I don't care about trap guarding kills, rift points. Well, rift points are important. You want to try and definitely get that as perfect as possible and not let anything in. But I still have gotten plenty of number 1s, even to died a couple times. But the big thing is crazy is the combos. And you can see like a combo 3 is 200, but if you get a combo 8, that's 6,400. So one of the things that I think it is important in your thinking, and it's a trap I fell into in the beginning, was I'm starting off and I'm seeing 3s and 4s popping up everywhere, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, I am destroying this. But then when you start to think about it, it's like, okay, what's a, you know, then you start getting, should I shoot for 8 and 9s? Well, when we start shooting for a 9, let's say if you get a 9x, well, that's 2 8s, and that's what, 4 7s, 8 6s, 16 5s, 32 4s, and 64 3s. So when you think of it that way, you really start to see how valuable it is to really shoot for the 7 8s and 9s when possible. And I'm going to show, I'll have a quick video or later on where it shows that you can get 8x's on normal plain old orcs. And when I got 173 on the fork on War Mage, there was just a plain old orc and got an 8x on him, and then I got a couple more 7s. So you don't need the big fat Alberts or the other ogres to get the high combos. That's when you really need to be shooting for 9s and 10s, and Fryedegg's got some great videos of getting some 10s. But it's definitely possible to get 7 and 8s on orcs, and they add up. So that's the most important thing, is the combo. This game is all about the combos. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Alrighty, so let's get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my favorite testing ground, the fork. This level is fantastic, and I've probably played the fork as much as all the maps combined. This was the map that started by that challenge that Jmoonies started, that got me kind of hooked on it. And so now I'm just going to kind of go do a quick beginner overview on combos. Telexion did a great video when this game first came out, talking about combos, explained the stuff that I didn't really even know existed. I kind of assumed at how they worked, but he really shed more light on it and made this game a whole lot more fun. So I truly appreciate the fact that he put that out there.
With the old man dead and my apprenticeship finally over, I can draw on the full power of the rift.
I have so many sides to show.
I'll get a new toy to play with every time I defend a rift.
Go then, see if I can.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my basic fork loadout here. I just figured the best way to kind of talk about some stuff was just go ahead and do a map and kind of go as we go. So after Telexion released how the combos work, it wasn't much longer after that I noticed a guy named EvilEngineer on the forums posted how the cooldowns work. So let's go into the basics of what a combo. A combo is, this is what kind of makes sense, is how many things hit the orc before it dies. But some of the hidden stuff is all the weapons have different cooldowns. So it just can't hit an orc that comes out of this door and then 10 seconds later that counts as part of the combo. Each weapon has a combo cooldown associated with it. So you mix in the trap cooldowns, which are on a list here, I'll post just in a second, and you mix that in with the fact that orcs only have a certain amount of health, and you've got a nice little puzzle within the puzzle. So I'll go ahead and pause this real quick, and we'll put up EvilEngineer's cooldown list. Okay, so on his list you saw something that was talking about the dot. Well, the dot is this area right here, the steel weaver. Down here, this jagged steel piercing and cutty traps add a bleed effect. Well, that bleed effect lasts longer and is considered the dot on his list there.
I suppose I expected this.
So let's see. So we'll go ahead and so what we're trying to do now is we're going to try and kill these orcs the best that we can. And the reason I love forks so much is because there's only regular orcs here. No annoying archers, no stupid kobolds, and no ogres. So this is a great map to just test things. There's also lots of room to kind of do some testing them. And you got a rift there to go back and recharge, and there's quite a bit of money too. You also get a break after wave 3. So this is a fantastic map. So we'll go ahead and just start with your basic
last thing you'll ever see.
Kill box here. So a kill box is the box where you're going to kill your stuff in. So because everything has a cooldown, you want to have everything come to one place and die with the most possible combos on it at that time. So this is your 101 kill box. So here's our kill box here. We're going to have ogres or orcs come out of this. So they're going to get hit by the grinder for 1, the tar for 2, and I'm going to swing my sword and do 3. So we'll go ahead and just do a quick wave of this. And actually I'll even throw in some fire here to get it started. So we'll go ahead and bear with me as I'm getting used to the PC controls. I just got the PC version a couple days ago and really was getting the hang of the Xbox, but here we go. So we got fire 1, tar, grinder, swing, then we got 4s. So that makes perfect sense there. Fire goes out. Now we're down to 3s. Wait for him to come back. Add some more fire. And we got 4s again. Alright, I'm going to pause it and kind of get to another stopping spot. Okay, a couple other things I'm thinking, talking about too. The grinder is really key to a lot of basic kill boxes that have walls associated. The great thing about the grinder is it will constantly give you combos until it's jammed. So this is one of the traps you have to have upgraded because it really helps it from getting jammed. So let's see if we can jam it up here. And let's see. We'll jam it here real quick. And the tar's another good one too. It is the only trap that is a constant. Okay, so now it's jammed. We add fire. We should only be getting 3s now because we have tar, fire, sword. Okay.
What way now? Make the humans
Now we're back to 4s. Step back a little bit to get them in. The grinder's really kind of tricky. I haven't figured out exactly what causes it to jam. But we'll talk about that in just a second when I get to a stopping point. Okay, so we got a little pause here. So just to kind of reiterate what we did, we had the grinder 1, tar 2, sword 3, fire 4. Okay, now another thing that I always focus on when I build my kill box is I look for my kill spot. And that is on any map. And what's important about the kill spot is this is where I want to line up things to die. So here's my kill spot here, right where my cursor is. I want it on the edge. As soon as they touch on this tar, I want things to die. So that, through all of my going forward, especially with the grinder, this is the place where I want my archers to hit, I want the grinder to hit, the tar to hit. And this is especially important with the grinder because if you get too much stuff in there, it clogs it up. The freer that your grinder stays, the more your combo points are staying up. So if the grinder's running, the tar's running, you already got 2, and especially if you're swinging something, you got 3. And then you can start, then when you start adding that, and then you add arrow walls and brimstones, then you can start really adding things up. Something else that I've kind of noticed, which I started liking, is moving this back, adding adding a barricade to here, adding another brimstone here. This allows you having multiple orcs to come in at different angles because the brimstone will start to slowly burn out the more orcs that run over it. So by giving them another avenue, you're getting some of these guys that come over here to not all funnel over the one spot. So that's something that I found really helpful. But in that regard too, that kind of changed our kill spot, didn't it? So now my kill spot really isn't here, it's over here. So it's the only problem with this is now I have to kind of create a cross side, which still works fine on this particular one. But you definitely have to keep lining where you want your kill spot to be, especially when you're lining up your archers. So if you get archers, we'll go ahead and put up a couple archers right here. This is kind of about the range where they are, and sometimes I'll toggle them too. I'm trying to, doesn't always work out that way, but I want the archers to not hit the same orc if possible. And the reason for that is I don't want my archers killing anything until it gets to my kill spot. So I will sometimes toggle them, and hopefully they will pick different targets, and most of the time they seem to. I don't know if that's kind of built into the AI or not. And so let's go ahead and we'll go and add a couple your basic burning pitch, which gives us the extra combo point.
Go then. See if I can.
And we'll just take a quick look at this. So now we're shooting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I fire, and let's see what we can do here. Oh, way too early. There's a 7. And I jammed it. And I wasted my fire. But that's alright. It's just a demo. Just trying to... But it did prove the point, which is what I was really hoping would happen there. Which is, got a 7 on an orc. So when I got the 173 on this map on the Xbox version, I had an 8 and like 3 or 4 7Xs on regular orcs. So it's possible to get really high combos on regular orcs that have low health. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this map again in the way that really helps with some of the kill spot stuff. Alright, so I went ahead and moved my kill box to where I normally put it on fort. And this will kind of hopefully highlight better what I was talking about with the kill spot. So same kind of thing here. Got the brimstone. Oh, gotta add the arrow wall. Now a lot of people use spike traps. I do use spike traps, but only if I can get jagged steel. If I don't have the money for jagged steel, I don't use them because they're upgraded and they slow things down. I don't want anything to really slow down. I want them to come into my kill spot as fast and as smooth as possible. And the good thing I like about the brimstone is the orc catches on fire and they kind of hop even faster into my kill spot, and I like that. So it not only does it spread things out, it helps me keep the grinder more clear, whereas opposed to the spikes, they kind of pop out, they slow things down, everyone kind of gets jumbled up, and then they get the slow on them, and then they walk into the grinder. So in this particular case, I'm not using the spikes, but in other ones I will. And when I got the when you get the jagged steel and you got the extra dot on it,
I suppose
then I'll add a spike strip before the fire. That way they get spiked, they start there, I believe it's a 5-second dot, they hop into the fire, they jump kind of quickly into the kill spot right here, get grinded, get tarred, get fired, get whatever lightninged, and then get chopped up. So let's go ahead and look at archers. So we need to add some archers now, but this time I want to make sure that they focus on the kill spot. So what I do is I try and really line the archers up so where they can only see the kill spot. So we got one here and we got one here. So this one's a little off, but I still want him to get some time. So here's another example where I know this guy will shoot first. If the other orc happens to die before this guy even sees one, he'll start shooting at another one. And I'll also come over here, kind of do a little looking around. It's like, okay, this is a pretty good spot too where they see the kill spot. I don't ever use more than 3 archers on this because, again, the goal is to not kill anything as fast as you can. Your goal is to allow the orcs to come in, caress the orcs, and love the orcs, and then obliterate the hell out of them on the nuke spot or the kill spot. So got those, got these, add burning pitch.
Decisive.
And I'm trying to think of why I've got so much money. Oh yeah, and that'll be another. That's for me Chiachucking, which I'll do in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get this going. We'll talk about Chiachucking in just a second. So we're coming in. We got light. Oh, not using lightning yet. So we're getting some 5s, need some 6s, goes to 6. It's also important too to try and stay out of the way of the archers. The archers will hit you. There's a 7, so there's a perfect scenario for us in this situation. Okay, so there we had a 7, so that would be brimstone, tar, grinder, arrow wall, 2 for the pitch. Then we got our fire and our sword, so that's 7, so that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so now I'll do a quick thing on talk about the Chiachuck. Alright, let's just run one from the beginning here. This is the Chiachuck method. We'll just talk about that real quick. Chiachuck is created by a guy in Xbox named Chiachuck when this fort challenge was going on by Jmoonies, and he found out that by using lightning, coming back to the rift, charging up your mana, you could come in and then also cast this. So now you've got lightning and fire, 2 things going on at one time, which gives you double combos. I tried like crazy when I saw this video to do it. I couldn't do it at the time. At the time, mine and a lot of people's kill boxes was up here, either up front or in the middle, and I just found that I couldn't get up there in time to pull it off. And I tried like crazy, and it just didn't work out, which actually kind of benefited me because while trying to beat Chiachuck's score is when I learned a lot about the grinder, and that's when I pretty much started using the sword. I normally was only a crossbow guy, but I found that the sword does a couple things. One, if you get your back foot right on the edge of the tar there, my sword will swing right into my kill spot, which we talked about right here, is right in this area. As soon as they touch this zone, they're getting tarred and grinded. So if I put my back foot right on that tar kind of strip, it starts slicing right through there. The crossbow isn't as effective because if orcs start to come into the grinder, they'll clog the grinder faster, and or you can accidentally headshot people or start to damage them and kill units behind your kill spot. Because remember, anything that you kill that's not on the tar, not on the grinder, you lose 2 combo points instantly. So you definitely don't want to kill anything prior to the kill spot. And that's another good thing to talk about with the lightning. You don't want lightning cast out here. You don't want lightning striking your orcs before they get there. So I've kind of found, at least on Fork, same kind of distance, I shoot about right here. So now I've got the cloud just on the edge here. So when they come in, lightning only will strike them, again aiming for my kill spot. So, and you mix that in with a Chiachuck, and we will do lightning, come back, recharge, and do some fire. So let's see how it works. I've also found too on Fork, the best time to do it to give me time is as soon as I see the orcs show up, I'll do it. So looking for them to pop up. There they are, come in, switch to my fire. I want to make sure I'm trying to get there for that first one. There we go, we got a couple 5s right off the bat, lots of 5s right off the bat. That's good, go back. Now the other thing is to know when to Chiachuck and not to Chiachuck. So even though I'm coming back getting fire, I'm not going to try to do lightning again because I don't have time. I don't want to take the chance of losing, grinding clogging the grinder and losing combos just to get the lightning off. Yes, it is more beneficial if you can pull it off, but if you can't, then it can really, things can go down. Oh, I forgot to put down my brimstone, but that's alright. It's hard playing and talking. Alright, so there we go. So let's go ahead and add brimstone. Still got money for wall, and we should have enough, yep, for our 1 archer. Bingo. Okay, so here we go again. We'll start off with a Chiachuck as soon as we see them. There they are. And get there just in time. Oh, we got a 6, 7. Oh, this is beauty. Right off the bat. I'm liking it. Get back in time. Oh, where's my archers? I need some archer help. May have had time to Chiachuck, but I'm not going to. Okay, sword, we're clearing things out. Grinder still hasn't jammed yet. This is nice.
Is that all you got?
Okay, so let's see what we got. Still don't have enough.
You'll be back.
I just add more archers. Don't really have enough until the beginning of wave 4 to get the burning pitch. So I don't even try it anymore. Okay, so looking again for them. There they are. Gotta hurry up, hurry up. Some more 5s off. Oh, the jammed. Come on, oh, cleared up. That's good, that's good. Six, nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fill this in.
Decisive.
There we go. This is
that.
feel like this might be a good round. I added a couple. This is something else that helped me to Chiachuck. Added a couple tar traps here. If I try and do two Chiachucks in this final one, sometimes it works. I've not pulled it off very well, but I may practice that in the future, but I'm not going to this time. But that's something that's worked pretty good, is to kind of tar trap. You want just to try and mess up the flow a little bit. Oh, I did that too soon, damn it. Alright, oh well. Yeah, with the tar trap, so it kind of messes up your time. Oh, we got a 7 though. That's not bad. Pause. Wait for him, wait for him. Trying to stay out of my archer's way. Oh, not getting the combos like I was hoping. Oh, started off good, didn't end strong. That's alright. Let's see how we did. 144. Oh, could have been better, but not too bad. Okay, so let's go to some other maps and look at how these tactics. This tactic works really good, especially in places where you can build this kind of configuration next to a rift where you can Chiachuck some stuff. It can really boost up your points, and I really like it. It's helped me get the high score so far on most of the maps, up to like the first 14 to 16 maps, because a lot of them allow this configuration. So now let's go look at some maps that don't do this. Alright, so here we are on Hard Climb. This is a map that kind of intrigued me, kind of like Fork. Jared88 was on the Robot forums talking about this map, and so I came over to check it out, and I remember doing it from just trying to 5-skull it, and all I did was tar it up, put paladins everywhere, and it was easy. But to come in here and try and high score it, I wasn't even near it. I hadn't really worked on anything high scoring outside the first 16 maps or so, 15, 16 maps. I just hadn't gotten that far yet. So I came out here and started doing it, and it just immediately engulfed me. I was 40 or 50,000 points off what Jared88 on Xbox was doing, and I just couldn't figure it out for anything. And the big problem I had was I was sticking to my main configuration that we worked on, your basic 101 kill box, grinder, tar, whatever. And that just doesn't work here. There's no place for it. And even though I tried putting grinders here. I tried coming up with something to put, tried to put grinders up on this wall. I even tried coming up here trying to build something in here, and this damn paladin kept getting in the way, which is a blessing because I quit doing it. I tried to put a grinder over here. It was just getting ridiculous. So then I came with your basic swinging mace trap here, and that worked pretty good with the archers up here, but I still couldn't break 130,000, and Jared had gotten 177 or something nuts. So I was truly confused. I spent 4 straight hours on this map, drawing things up, writing things on napkins during dinner, just trying all sorts of craziness, trying to think of something. So then came over here and found that the sweet spot is actually out here. I tried a little something down here too with archers up here. It worked pretty good, but found that this right here seems to be the sweet spot. And then I went and watched Jared88's video today. He put it in the same place, his kill box, so I'm thinking I'm in the right spot. And the one thing Jared did though, it's fantastic, was after I realized, I originally started trying to put barricade one side off coming across here, but the stupid archers, or the brilliant archers depending on how you want to look at it, would come over here, would shoot some more, then they go back around. They wouldn't come into my kill box. They just kept circling around. So you definitely have to put them right along here. So this is what I was doing. Came in here. Whoops. And but what Jared did was even better. This guy, this is the second time now he's done something with barricades that I just can't even believe. On the library, he also found a way to block off one of the corridors without getting everything stuck, which I didn't think was even possible. So he figured that out. So he came in there, put a gap in here, and did that. I haven't tried this yet on the PC version because my high score I got was on Xbox. So this will be the first time I'm trying it on the PC version. So, but according to his video, that stopped him. So hell yeah, that saves me a barricade. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, so this is where I found my sweet spot to be. And the reason that I found this to be the case is I did a lot of testing on this map. And after I dropped all the stupid walls, wall traps, I decided I'm just going to have to go open space, drop the fire, just went straight lightning. And I've got an arrow trap for some reason. I screwed up, damn it. Be right back. Alright, I have fixed my error here, or restarted it. And I now have my spike traps instead of the arrow traps. And even when I'm playing it again, I'm still trying to get a wall trap into it, obviously. It was just burned into my brain. I had to really think differently for the first time, and I've been loving it ever since. So this is kind of where I started my kill area. Like I said earlier, this is same plate Jared88 had his, so I'm assuming this is the right spot. And the reason I chose here was because I did some testing and found that the ballistas, if I put a ballista right here on this spot, now mine aren't upgraded because I still haven't gotten very far in Nightmare yet. And remember, all of this stuff is just really War Mage. I'll get to Nightmare when I get some time. But if I put ballistas here on these, and that diamond right there, their range will come to right where this tar trap is. So right here is where they'll start shooting stuff. So this is where I'm going to do, normally on the edges where I want my kill zone, or my kill spot. But since I don't have a grinder here, I'm not as worried about it. I just want them somewhere on the tar where the cooldowns don't run out. So later on, when I add ballistas, I will actually move them to about right there, and I found that place is money. So a little bit behind this main diamond, and I'm good to go. So let's go ahead and build this up real quick. And because Jared saved me an entire barricade, I can afford to do a couple things here. So let's go ahead and, I'm not really ready to add the spikes yet because they're still slow. I want to wait till I get the jagged steel for that. So we'll go ahead and go. Got my lightning. Alright. So I'm using lightning here because it's a lot wider open area, and it's really going to be kind of hard to focus. So I'm going to open it up here in a little bit. So now I need to redo my lightning. I lost them. Things are off the pad, which isn't good. Let's go up in here and add some more archer buddies. Okay, lightning. And these guys. Ugh, I hate the archers. Come on, boys. Too slow. So now this is something that when it gets really kind of open like this, I've kind of gotten to the point where I've really started, if I use the crossbow carefully, it seems to be more advantageous than just coming here swinging wildly. So I kind of switch back and forth. I haven't really figured out what I liked. I really stuck more with the crossbow the first time around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause this so it don't take forever. And then, oh, this next wave, that's right. Got to hurry up, get some money. Take a couple archers and go upstairs for the flying things. Okay, so I'm going to pause it and then I'll come back when we get closer to the end. Okay, I wanted to talk about something real quick. I just finished wave 3 with the flying things. I add a couple ballistas up here, and I will probably add another one later if I remember to towards the end. The reason I have ballistas there and a couple more archers and is I want to kill these flying things as fast as possible. And the reason I do is because on this map, the archers that I'm going to line up here to shoot into my kill box will prioritize and start shooting the stupid little draglings up there. So when they're up there shooting, they're wasting arrows that aren't comboing my bread and butter units down here. So normally I try and get combos off the flying things, but not on this map. So I'm going to add, that's the reason why the ballistas are up there, and I'll add some more later also. Okay, here we are starting wave 7. This is kind of how my kill box is looking right now. I've got spikes, and then I'll have them going into... There we go, nice 8. Nice fat 8 there, yeah. See if we can get this other guy. Oh, how did that 5 out? Still trying to get some combos on there and shooting the burning ones. Oh, so much easier to use a mouse and keyboard than a controller. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to
You know what
start
you
getting
want.
some paladins up here to protect my archers from those daggum hunters. And then we'll just look a little bit here, kind of how I've changed my style. I'm not really going in there with I'm actually even scooting up a little bit too. And I'm shooting them, but when they catch on fire, that's when I'm really wanting to hit them. Well, I'm not doing very good here. Trying to wait till they catch on fire, then I'll shoot them. Alright, still need to try and wait for them to get a little closer to the kill box there, the kill spot, but okay, I'll pause it again. Okay, getting ready to start wave 10. I added another ballista up top. And this is, I kind of just built on this a little bit more. I still want them to come funneling through here, but the ogres and stuff is going to get through, so I still want them to kind of come through here and re-dot themselves up. The reason I went fire or tar fires because if anything does make it through the tar, chances are this stuff's going to be worn off of them anyway. So I'd rather them fire, hurry up and catch up, do their little dance into the spikes, and hopefully they'll have time to dot that and get dotted again there with the jagged steel and stuff. So I tried the other way around, and I think this was the way that I ended up going with. I might play with that, and it might be a little bit more beneficial the other way. Alright, so that's kind of where I'm at now. I've got some paladins up protecting my archers. I only got 2 ballistas up because I don't want them killing stuff too fast. And 2 seems to be pretty good. I might mess with another one later. I'm not sure yet. So let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, Fat Albert time. Come on, die. No! Come on, don't shoot him, don't shoot him. Some barricades that kind of dance around a little bit. A couple 6s, got a couple 8s. I don't know what the other ones were, but not too bad. Oh, I forgot to use the barrel. If you bring the barrels down from the beginning, that's where I got a 10. Uh-oh. We got these guys. Oh, this is something I found too. I don't really... Oh. If you put an archer up here, these guys will just sit there and try and come in here. I know, it's pretty cheap, but... Hey, it's there. Whoa. Forgot we had more guys. I don't think I boosted my top very well. Oh no, I just got some pretty poor pallies there. Alright, I'll come back in a bit. Alright, getting ready to start wave 13 real quick. I don't think I'm doing all that hot, but we shall see. Let's see. Might as well add a couple more pallies up here. Got ridiculous amounts of money. I don't want too many archers again because they're already kind of killing things a little sooner than I'd like. And that's partially me too. I need to do a better job of not shooting them until they get to the tar. There we go. We'll see if I can get that barrel in time. Gotta try and blow him up with the barrel. He might not get that far. He doesn't. Trying to get this hunter. Oh, shanking all this up. sixes. I'm gonna have to redo this one. Didn't feel like it was very good, but let's take a look. This is another example where you don't really need to spend a lot of money. I was killing things a lot faster than I need to, and it's a hard payoff because of 188. It's not too bad, but it's a hard payoff because if you add like a ton of ballistas, they're really going to tear up the other ones, the little guys too. Even though you got a bunch of Fat Alberts coming at you, they're still tearing up the little ones. And the little ones, an 8x on a little one is the same amount of points as an 8x on a Fat Albert. So, so it's definitely about a balance. So, alrighty. Alrighty guys, I think that's enough for now. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'd like to thank Jared88 for pointing this map out. This map kind of rejuvenated me somewhat because it got away from the cookie cutter thing that I'd been using the entire time, and I know I still need to get to Nightmare. Just I'm so addicted to trying to get high scores that I'll get there when I get there. But the thing I love about this map is even though it has a completely wide open kill box, the principles really still don't change. I'm still aiming for this one sweet spot right here, this kill spot, whether or not it's next to a grinder or not, because you still have to take into account that by the time something gets hit with spikes, by the time it gets hit with flames, your cooldowns are going to run out. So as soon as it touches that tar, you want to be on it. So let's see. I think there's definitely some more room for improvement on that one. So I'll be giving that another shot. All right, I appreciate it. I hope this answers some questions that people maybe have, and then go for the high scores. Like I said, I think it's the most fascinating part of this game is balancing not only the puzzles of the map, but the puzzles that are contained within each unit to try and get the highest combo possible. I think the game's brilliancy is just focused on that combo system and how it interacts with the whole game, and I hope other people, it helps them to get hooked on it too, like Jmoonies and Telexion and a couple of the others did when they started that challenge. So alright, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. See y'all later.